നമ്മളുടെ മീനത്തിൽ താലികെട്ടിലെ ഓമനക്കുട്ടന്റെ മാളു. Finally, we got to talk to you.
When I came on the set, my God, so many big stars. I was like, a child in a candy store. I would give a lot of credit to Philippe. The very fact that he acted with me was a newcomer. He was so helpful. My mom is Marathi, so I was born, raised in Mumbai. To be honest, we were not exposed too much to the South Indian industry at that point of time. But I must mention this, I am a huge fan of Mohanlal sir. When I was in acting school, I had written a paper about him. I realized that he had done 200 movies in 13 years. I was like, how is this possible? He's God's chosen one. He's amazing.
Tilagan.
To be honest, I used to be a little scared of him. You know that scene where he's beating
Right.
Dilip? I used to get so scared that, and we used to have conversations, when he or whatever. So he used to ask me things like, okay, what crops are grown in Maharashtra? I used to be damn scared. Like, what is he going to ask me next?
ഹായ് ഹലോ ബിഹൈൻഡ് വുഡ്സ് വ്യൂവേഴ്സ്, വെൽക്കം ടു അവർ ഷോ. ഇന്നലകളിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ റിക്വസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത വ്യക്തിയാണ് ഇന്ന് എന്റെ മുന്നിൽ ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. ഐ ആം വെരി ഹാപ്പി ടു ടോക്ക് ടു ഹെർ. അതെ, നമ്മളുടെ മീനത്തിൽ താലികെട്ടിലെ മാളുട്ടി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചന്ദാമാമയിലൂടെ മലയാളികൾക്ക് പരിചിതമായ തേജാലി ഖണേക്കർ അക്ക സുലേഖ. വെൽക്കം ടു ദ ഷോ ആൻഡ് ഐ ആം സോ എക്സൈറ്റഡ്.
Thank you. Namaskaram.
നമസ്കാരം. മലയാളമൊക്കെ ഇപ്പോഴും ഓർമ്മയുണ്ടോ?
I speak very little, so just go back to English.
Okay. So how did that name Sulekha also add up?
My first feature film in Tamil. It was in Tamil. It's called Aha. The director, Mr. Suresh Krishna, very senior man. He believed in astrology, and he thought that the name was very good for the project, and he renamed me as Sulekha. And I had a lot of respect for him. And that's why I just went with the name. So that's how my name is Sulekha on the screen, but my real name is Tejali Ghanekar.
So basically, where were you from in India? Which part of India you hail from?
I am from Mumbai. So my mother tongue really is not Hindi. My tongue is Marathi.
Gotcha.
So I was born, raised in Mumbai, and finished my education as well in Mumbai. It just so happened that the movies that I did were from the south of India, and which is why I used to travel all the way, first to Chennai with my mom, and then I traveled to Cochin with my mom to do these two movies in Malayalam.
There is this round which we usually have. It's called, the best memory. So I'll read out the names and you can just tell me what is that best memory you have about that. So the first person is Dilip.
A very good performer. Actually, I really enjoyed working with him. Although he was a big star at that time, he is a very friendly person. I learned a lot from him during that whole movie, filming of Meenathil Thalikatta.
Tilagan, because he's like one of the most senior. He was one of the most senior.
So, to be honest, I used to be a little scared of him.
Okay.
So,
understandable.
out of respect. It's not out because he was scary or something like that. He was a very senior actor. And I used to always check my cues and make sure that, that scene where he's hitting
Right.
Dilip.
Yeah.
Right from the first floor, he brings him down, and and we had to react.
Right.
Because he brings him, beating him down, and then the mother, the sister, and me, we are like shocked to see how come he's hitting his such a big son and all of that, right?
Right.
So, and it was a long scene. I used to get so scared that there shouldn't be any error from my side. So I used to make sure that all my expressions are on point. I used to ask Lal Jos whether what is he going to say now? Why are we reacting in such a way and all of that? So I used to make sure that my homework was done perfectly. and that I was not a disappointment to him. Tilakan sir.
Okay.
And
Understood.
we used to have conversations, when he was sitting and probably having his tea or whatever. So he used to ask me things like, okay, what crops are grown in Maharashtra? I used to
Okay.
be damn scared, like what is he gonna ask me next? But yeah,
Okay.
he was a very nice person. He always used to say, if you need any help, you tell me. Like if you in a scene with him, if any you need any inputs from me, let me know. So yeah,
Jagadish Sri Kumar.
he's a great person and very friendly. He was more talkative than Tilakan sir.
Okay.
He used to have like very fun conversations with us and always encouraging words, always encouraging. He was very happy to know that I had come from Bombay to work for a Malayalam movie, and he used to keep encouraging, saying, yes, you're doing very well. The emotions are, people are liking the emotions that are, seen in the movie and stuff like
Right.
that. So yeah, both the movies he was very nice to.
Then your second lead hero, Chakochan.
So with him, what happened was his scenes were mostly with the other two boys.
Right. Yeah.
The story was such that they were more together. It was not a love story, as in just the story was not revolving around me and him.
Right.
It was about the man, the rich man, and then the sons, the friends. So we hardly had any work together. So that's why I don't really know him that well. But he was, of course, he was very positive. He was very helpful, always smiling and very polite.
So I'm gonna bring out something from your childhood. I've heard that you and your cousin, it was a home. I mean, it's your family home where there were a lot of artists who would come in, and you used to go and peep and have a look at what is happening. And you and your cousins would enact actors, or you used to just act around as if you are actors. Yeah. Did that happen?
So the thing is, my extended family is was into movie making. So
Okay.
my father's father, my grandfather's real brother, used to make Marathi movies. This is in the 40s, probably 40s, 50s.
Right.
Obviously, we were not around that time, but what used to happen is that by that time the families were not staying together, like the brothers were not staying together, but we used to visit them for a festival called Gokulashtami. I don't know whether you know. It is Lord Krishna's birth.
Okay.
So it is celebrated in Mumbai in summer. So that is the time where a lot of film personalities used to visit the family home. And I'm talking about Marathi cinema stars. So this is also a regional movie setup based in Mumbai, but they make Marathi movies. Some of them, like there were many artists who were superstars at that time, and they used to visit, and we were very small children, so for us it was like, wow, today we saw this one, that one, and girls are always interested in dressing up for some reason. I don't know.
Right.
Every person has mannerisms, and if they are into the movie business, like they carry themselves in a certain way, right?
Right.
So as a child, we used to peep, because I was a very shy child. I was not somebody who would go and speak to whoever and have that courage, and which is why I used to be very happy on the stage, because that's where I used to be myself. Probably I was very comfortable being on stage, but in reality I was a very shy kid. You peep and see all these big artists and see how they walk, how they talk, and then when nobody's around, stand in front of the mirror and then you enact. I'm sure all children
Might have
do
done
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it all started like that, but that time I don't think I ever thought that I would act in a movie or something like that.
So how did it help? Like, you're coming from a Marathi movie background, and I think mom was a great support during your journey as a performer. When it came to movies and all that. So how did all this help you?
So I mean, see, it was a journey. It happened overnight. When I was, both my parents used to work, which is why I spent most of my childhood with either my grandparents or the helpers. So my parents thought that instead of just sitting at home when my grandparents are not around, we should just start some kind of hobby. And because music and dance was so much a part of our life, they enrolled us for Kathak. So I was 4, my sister was 7.5 or something like that. We also learned Hindustani classical music. When I was about 10 years old, I visited my cousin who was doing theater at that time. She must have been 16 or something when I was 10. I was just sitting one day in the rehearsals, but in my mind, I was just too excited. I was like, wow, what is this world? I don't understand this. It's looking so exciting,
Right.
So many characters, lovely costumes. So I made up my mind. I want to do this. Whatever this is, I saw, I want to be there and do this.
I want to be a part of it. Yeah.
Yes, I want to, because I couldn't contain my excitement after coming back.
Being a part of theater, I mean, was it like a real boost, when it came to movies? How did that transition happen?
After my 10th standard, because that's the time I thought that, I want to explore maybe TV or movies or whatever. So that time I was always told that you're looking too young. While during this time, I did another photo session, and that's the time this photographer suggested that I attend, an acting school. I was told that since you're so young and people are telling you that your face has to mature a little more, why don't you go for these classes? Why don't you do acting school for 1.5 years and then come back and then see how it goes? I enrolled for the acting school. This is Madhumati's acting school. She used to be a yesteryear's dancer, very famous in her days. So I was there for 1.5 years with her. After that, there's like a graduation after 1.5 years. And that's where she invites, these producers, directors who are casting. And that's when that very day I got selected for a serial.
And I think, I hope that was for the Doordarshan, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, it was for Doordarshan. Then that was my first break. Then one led to another. I did 2-3 TV serials like that. During one, I was shooting for Reporter at that time. Reporter was Mr. Vinod Pandey's TV serial. And I got a call saying that, there is a screen test for a Tamil movie. So there was this office they made Hindi as well as South Indian movies. And I was told that there is this Tamil movie. I did not know who was the star cast or anything. I had no idea, really. And to be honest, we were not exposed too much to the South Indian industry at that point of time. But I must mention this. I am a huge fan of Mohanlal sir. And the reason why is because when I was in acting school, I had written a paper about him.
Oh, really?
Yes. And why him? And why? Because everybody was doing the usual stars. And he is a superstar. And no one in my class had written about any regional stars at that point of time. And another person, Mr. Mohanlal, and there is Kashinath Ghadekar. He's also a superstar in Marathi cinema. I had written on both these people because they were superstars in their territory. And I realized that he had done 200 movies in 13 years. I was like, how is this possible? He was doing 16 movies a year. He's like he's amazing. I really admire him, his talent, and of course, he's God's chosen one. He's amazing. So
Right,
I wanted to say this because I came to Malayalam cinema much later.
right.
I came in
In 98.
99, but I had written about him in 93, 94. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
something I wanted to share with everyone, and that's how I
Uh-huh.
know him for this long. So I had no clue what is this project. I just was told that there is this movie in Tamil, and your face looks is suitable for that character.
Okay.
And but I told them I don't speak Tamil at all, like because I was born and raised in Mumbai. So they said no, it's okay. There are cues given and whatever. So I said okay, fine, let me try. As it is, there is no harm in trying. Which is why I went with my mother to Chennai, and we did a screen test. We did a look test. So I was playing this, like a cook's daughter
Okay.
from Mylapore.
Mhm.
So this is a very traditional look of the davani and the hair a certain way and flowers in the hair
Right.
and all of that. So all that, we did the look test, we did the screen test, and we came back to Mumbai, and I didn't hear for a while. Then later on I came to know that yeah, I got the job. Yeah, that's how AHA happened. And when I came on the set, my God, so many big stars, all the people that I have seen for so many years,
Right.
they were working with me in the movie. So I was like, a child in a candy store. Like,
I
wow,
understand that
this is
feeling.
happening to me. And all of them were so nice to, like you learn so much, out the way they carry themselves, they're amazing. So that was a very nice experience for me. I want to say that every medium, right, whether it is stage performances, whether it is theater, whether it is TV, whether it is movies, they are all different experiences. And
Right.
so much wealth to gather in terms of an experience. That's what I want to say. So after that, I got a call for Minatil Thalikat. Again, I did not know Malayalam at all at that time.
Right.
I had a tutor when I came to Cochin.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because I had no clue about the language at that time. Now, at least I speak a little bit and I understand. I would give a lot of credit to Dilip, who was already a very big star at that point of time.
Yeah. Right.
The very fact that he acted with me, who was a newcomer, who did not know Malayalam, and he was so helpful, so kind, and even Mr. Lal Jos, he was literally the one who used to explain scenes to me. He used to explain the meaning of every word that I'm saying.
Yes.
And they took a lot of effort, I would say. And which is why
So how was the experience? When it comes, you did in Tamil, then you did, and it was Malayalam. So how was your overall experience? Because you might have felt like you are in all completely in a different territory. People speaking Malayalam everywhere, and you are the only one who doesn't understand anything what is going on or what they are trying to say. So what is that experience like?
Actually, I would say that I was quite comfortable while I was doing Minatil Thalikatta. When I was doing AHA, I was quite, and I mean, I was, because there were such huge stars. I'm not saying that Malayalam movie did not have, they had stars, they had very big stars. Mr. Tilakan was there.
Jagdish Srikumar was there.
Mr. Jagdish Srikumar was there. He also so helpful, very helpful. Even Dilip was a very big star at that time. I was the only person who had no experience in Malayalam cinema. But it was, I think that is something about the South Indian cinema, because I will have to just backtrack a little bit. So when I was looking for work in Hindi, there's nothing, I'm not saying anything negative about, please understand the context. When I was doing Hindi, when I was looking for work in Hindi movies, I grew up on wonderful music, right? We saw and we listen to music from the 70s, 60s, 70s,
Right.
80s. And also, I'm a big fan of all the dancers in
Mhm.
in Hindi and in the South Indian industry. So
Right.
all the beautiful dances, costumes, all this
Mm.
is what I was a big fan of. And when I
Okay.
was looking for work
Mhm.
in Hindi, it was that phase. There was a little phase in the early 90s,
Okay.
where there were like double meaning songs and
Mhm.
skimpy clothes. And in my mind, I thought, do I really fit here? Like, I want to do this, but do I really
Uh-huh.
fit here?
Fit it.
There
Right.
was
Right.
this apprehension in my mind at that point
Mm.
of time when I was looking for work in Hindi. But
Mhm.
when I came to Tamil, when I did Tamil cinema, I was like, yes, like this is where probably I need to find work, because wonderful stories,
Right.
right? About human relations, right?
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
was about a family and
Right. Always, because South movies, we are more of, it's either the plot is revolving around a village or I mean, a
something like
family.
that, yeah.
Always a feel good.
Yeah, so it is about some interaction between somebody, and then that becomes a theme, and then the story revolves around that and all of that. And I don't know whether that was the phase in Hindi cinema,
Mhm.
because after that, I remember one lady filmmaker made a movie, and I was like, yes, this in Hindi I'm talking about. And
Okay.
that's the time I said, yeah, it was a very urban, very new, very fresh concept. And I felt,
Mhm.
yeah, I can relate to this. But what I was experiencing earlier, I mean, I wasn't fitting that, in that sort of a scenario. So
Mhm.
when this happened, when AHA happened, I was like, wow, I'm really loving this vibe that I'm getting.
Okay.
It's something that I can relate to. I can relate to
Mhm.
this story.
Mhm.
This can be somebody's real story, you know.
Okay. Mhm.
So I really enjoyed AHA. Again, Neenatil Thalikatta. That can happen to anyone.
Right.
That's a real story happening
Mhm. Mhm.
between a couple.
Right.
And it had everything. It had comedy, it had
Mhm. It had
emotion.
emotions, it had sentiments, it was like a total package, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when I checked with the people who speak about business and the
Mhm.
commercial aspect,
Mhm.
that I was told that it wasn't that big a success. So I was very surprised. I was so
Mhm.
surprised, and
Mhm.
I thought that the music was wonderful. I
Right.
really love the songs, although I do not speak the language that
Mhm.
fluently. I do
Mhm.
sing the songs because I just love the songs. So
Yeah.
that was that, and then I just left it.
When was the last time you came down to Kerala?
You won't believe it's been 20 years.
It's been
It's
20
been
years.
20 years. Yeah, and I
Uh-huh.
love Kerala, really.
Okay.
I
Okay.
went to Guruvayur temple.
Uh-huh.
I have visited so many places while shooting, and the food is fantastic. People are amazing.
Mhm.
The landscape is too good. Everything is too good about Kerala.
You will have some favorite, something that you will cherish. Oh, this I did it in Kerala, or this food I had in Kerala. Anything like that in your mind?
See, I'm a vegetarian, so
Okay. Okay.
all your Onam Sadhya dishes, I love them, and I
Uh-huh.
cook them at home also. I
Okay.
am very fond of cooking. I
Uh-huh.
also have a food blog, if you know. It's called Nutmeg
Yeah.
Notes.
Na-
Yeah,
yeah,
so
nothing else. Yes.
I also ate Onam Sadhya first time in Kerala,
Okay.
and I absolutely loved the dishes, and I
Mhm.
tried. I found out how they are made, and they're very healthy also. It's not that
Mhm.
Kerala food is very healthy. And
Right. Right. Right.
secondly, my most favorite ingredient is used every time, which is
Mhm.
coconut. So
Coconut oil.
coconut,
Okay.
like any
Coconut.
form.
Okay.
Yeah, you give me any form, anytime I'll eat it.
When you were in Kerala, and both of your movies were like really doing. I mean, I don't know why, but I think Chanda Mama and also they did really good in the box office. So then after those two movies, we never heard it from you. It was like you completely left. So what was the reason for that?
See, I did not leave the industry at all. I don't know how to explain this. I think in 2000, I finished Chanda Mama shooting and
Okay.
April, and I came back to Mumbai because I was still studying. I was in college. So while I came back, I was offered a very I was told to just like visit an MNC for an interview. So my father was like, what is the harm in trying? And which is why I went and got through. I had not planned to be in the corporate world, to be honest. Although I come like my our extended family is into movie making, but as I said,
Right.
our unit was a middle
Right.
class family. So maybe the thinking was a little middle class, like.
Okay.
So that is the reason I continued to work, and before I knew it, I got married in a couple of years. So and I moved to Singapore. And
Singapore.
then after that, I pursued masters in mass communication. I had just left my job in Mumbai and I had
Right.
come to Singapore.
Okay.
And I didn't want to continue for some time. I wanted to settle down in my life. And I had my daughter after that, one after the other.
Okay.
So there was no time to think as to, what career, which career, and all of that. So sometimes I feel that it can be destiny also.
Right. So do you still follow Malayalam cinema? Do you watch what kind of movies do you watch?
I love cinema. That love will never go away.
Right.
And I watch all cinema from everywhere. And I watch Malayalam cinema. I enjoy watching Tamil and Malayalam cinema.
Right.
These two mediums are very close to my heart because of the movies that I have done.
So are you in still? Are you still in touch with any of your co-stars in Malayalam cinema? Are you in touch?
Yes, one person, the lead who was with me in AHA.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, so I'm in touch on Facebook. I'm not like we don't speak, but again, it was not intentional. It was not. I am actually quite a reserved person, and I take a very long time to make friends.
So this is gonna be a tricky question. So if you are offered with a great role in Malayalam cinema, will you be ready for a comeback?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Definitely.
And you know what, actually, it's the love I have received from my fans for the past how many months? 6 months. And every single day, I get this question from them when I'm coming back. That is simply amazing.
Do people still recognize you when you go out? Oh, this is that star from the so and so movie. Does that ever happen?
Actually, most people from south of India, they do, but sometimes they are not sure. They're not sure whether I'm the same person or not. Then they'll come and ask sometimes.
Do you have any crazy experience?
Yeah, sometimes in a restaurant or something, they will ask me, are you that person? Then, and I am quite a simple person in my everyday life. I am a full-time mom. So I'm doing all my chores that, as a regular mom. There's a lot of work as a mother. All the moms will know, dropping children to their classes and all of that. I do my groceries sometimes and stuff like that. So sometimes they might think that why she's in the grocery store. But yeah, I lead a normal life, and yeah, maybe that's why they are confused. They're
right. So overall, how would you say? I know your experience coming down to Kerala and working to Malayalam movies here. Like, how do you feel? At times, you see a Malayalam movie, then you feel like, wow, I was part of this industry a while ago. So do you always feel that?
I definitely have a soft spot for Malayalam cinema and Tamil cinema, and which is why I watch those movies. And also, I mean, because the people that you have worked with, you want to see what work they have done after working with you also.
Right,
So
right.
I followed like that. I've seen quite a few movies of Dilip later on also. Yeah, I've seen I mean, I am a Mohanlal sir's fan, so you
Fan,
should
right,
imagine. I see all his
yeah.
movies. Whatever
Uh-huh.
he acts in, I see.
So as promised, before you leave, can you shoot two lines of any song? I mean,
Okay, so this is from a movie called Lagan. Okay. Oh, palanhare, निर्गुण न्यारे तुमरे बिन हमेरा कौन नाही हमरी उलझन सुलझाओ भगवन तुमरे बिन हमेरा कौन नाही चंदा में तुम तो भई हो चांदनी सूरज में उजाला तुम्ही से ये गगन है मगन तुम्हें तो दिए हो इस तारे भगवन ये जीवन तुम्हें ना सवारोगे तो क्या कोई सवारे ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण न्यारे तुमरे बिन हमेरा कौन नहीं.
wow, it's just so beautiful.
Sorry,
So,
my
so
voice is
beautiful.
bad. Suddenly, my patti changed, but please forgive me for
And
that.
that's okay. That's so beautiful, and it was great listening. So, Tejali, thank you so much. I know as a mom you're busy, but thank you so much for spending time. And it was very
I want to thank my fans. Please let me do that because I don't have
definitely,
any other
definitely.
channel to thank them.
Okay.
I just want to thank all of you for whoever has said so many nice things to me through Messenger, through Facebook, through that group which looks for yesteryear's artists. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I was actually emotionally overwhelmed that day. I couldn't believe that you are still remembering me. So thanks a lot. And I don't know whether at this point whether I'll be able to come back and act or whatever it is. But for sure, I will be coming out with some content or the other on my own channel for sure. So, thanks a lot. Stay safe and hope to see you soon.
So thank you so much, Tejal. It was wonderful having you. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവരും റിക്വസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത ഒരു ആളായിരുന്നു. സോ അപ്പോ നമ്മളുടെ മീനത്തിൽ താലികെട്ടിലെ ഓമനക്കുട്ടന്റെ മാളു. So finally we got to talk to you and we are very happy, and there is lot of love pouring for you from Kerala. Everybody still remembers you, and it has been great talking to you. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.